Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you had time to recharge the batteries, study a little bit, get your mind right for this new week. I wish I had done that. Obviously, I didn't because my trading today really sucked. I'm surprised I made money today. Just how disconnected I was with my trading. So obviously, I wasn't ready for this week to start. But let's take a look at the market first, and then we'll get into my trading. Right today, basically, we had an indecision day. You can see we opened just under this ascending resistance here. We closed right on this support, right here. But right now, as we speak, we are trading. Let's see, we are at about 432.30. All right, so we did trade up going into the close, right to this level right here. So we closed here, we traded up to this. We're just stuck in here. Where we end up tomorrow, to me, it's a 50-50 shot. There's nothing here that tells me we're more likely to go down than we are to, bounce a little bit. We can gap down and run into this descending support, or we can gap up, run into the 5-day moving average, or maybe even 440. It could be either way. So I can't tell you one way or the other. I'm going to sit back and wait, kind of look at this thing in the morning, and whichever way it breaks, that's where we're going to go. And we're just going to go with that. We have to just be patient, listen to what the market tells us, read the charts. The charts will tell us what we need to do. If we're just patient and listen to it, we're going to be fine. That's what I do every day. You guys see me do it every day. And you see, week after week, month after month, I'm fine. That's just what we do. So that's my 2 cents on the market right now. I can't tell you which way it's going to go because I have no idea. No idea. All right. So let's take a look at our first trade out of the gate. AMD. This was the aggressive opening range breakout entry here. We broke the pre-market high. I get in, got to the first target. Here was I know this was a big wish for the opening range, the aggressive entry. Typically, the aggressive entry runs up as far as it can, runs out of steam, and then I'm able to come back and get the traditional. And that's kind of what happened here. But it ran out of steam a little early. Got a nice base hit. Waited for the opening range breakout. Got it. Traded right up to 118. That was our first target. Pulled back, stopped me out. I bought it just over this 118.58 level. Right over the high of this candle. But that's when we ran out of steam. And it never could get up to 119.50. I really wanted 120, but I shortened it up to 119.50. Never got there, came back. This is the first hiccup of the day. I lost focus here. And this is what happens when you lose focus. Now, I accept that. I was helping other guys in chat. I was answering questions. This is what I accepted when I decided I wanted to teach this and I wanted to show you guys trade live in front of you. I accept this. And it just didn't work for me. I do make mistakes. Sometimes I sit back and I can kind of work out of them. This one, the market just did not help out. It just kept going. And I had to bail out. I couldn't just sit here and hold it. Yeah, it would have come back. And I wouldn't have taken a bigger loss. But look at what I've had to hold through. This is just dumb. So I bailed out. Second mistake, jumping short. where the hell was this gonna go when I got in? I was right on top of the 50-day. It held a 50-day for 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden the bottom fell out. You can't see this. You can't predict this. In my mind, I'm like, look, this is just dumb. This was a dumb move on your part. Yeah, it would have worked out, but it's not smart. It's not the trade that I should have taken. So I just took it off and was trying to get my head screwed on straight. But that didn't work, because you'll see there was another trade that I took here in a minute. We'll look at that on ROKU. But here we waited. We reclaimed the 5-minute opening range high, and so I got it looking for a move up toward, this 119 level. But I would have taken it off at 118.50. Never could get there. You can see we just gave up, and so I bailed out of it. The chart was telling me, look at these two candles. There's no way I'm going to sit here and say and hold and hope, because the chart just told me it's not going anywhere. I mean, it flat told me that. If I didn't hear it on this candle, I heard it loud and clear on this candle. As soon as we took out the low, I'm out. Technically, this trade was dead. I didn't have to wait for it to lose the 9 to know that technically this trade is dead. This is being in tune with the price action. Being in tune with listening to the chart. Let it tell you what the hell it wants to do. So I got out here, almost a break even. I guess I made a couple of bucks on that. But that was AMD. Now I said ROKU. I was in this trade, and you'll see that in a minute. I was in this trade in my under PDT account. I got in, but I got in here because we were breaking down. This is a nice window, but I probably shouldn't have been trading this after what I did with AMD. I should have just kind of waited and just taken some time and got my head screwed on straight. But thankfully, we got a base hit on this. Never did get to the 50. That's why I take profit along the way. There was no guarantee. But it did get to the 50. But by then, it had closed up anyway. So wouldn't have gotten the whole move at all. So no harm, no foul. Everything worked out pretty good on this. So pretty decent trade on ROKU. Now, big headache of the day. Not this. This was okay. I waited for the announcement candle. I probably shouldn't have traded this because of how ugly this was, but it did come in and start working for us. So here's the bottom, the low of the announcement candle. Here's the high. I could have taken it under here and been just fine, but I wanted to wait until it took this candle out, and I did. Unfortunately, you have to use limit orders. I have a hot button that puts the limit order. If I'm shorting it, it puts the limit order on the bid. But when I went to get in, the spread went berserk. The bid dropped, the ask stayed up, and ended up filling down here. And I'm like, it was stupid because I was down almost $1 just getting in. And right before this, the spreads were like 20-25 cents, which that's one of the issues that you can run into trading aftermarket. But the spreads cleaned back up. It just was something that happened when I was getting in. It was just an unfortunate thing. But did have to, hold through a little bounce here. It just kind of worked its way down. Once we took out this low, I added so that if I didn't get a big move, I would at least lock in some good profit. I got it here, and I had a piece on that I completely forgot to take off at 8 o'clock. You can see it's 8:46. When I sat down to do the video, I realized I never did take it off. So I got 200 shares short going into tomorrow, and this stock is recovering. So tomorrow morning, I may end up in the hole a little bit because, again, not really focused, not locked in. I walked away, had to go do some stuff with my mom. Had a light bulb explode in my hand, tore my fingers up, and everything just went to haywire. It went to crap. So that's why I'm late doing the video, and that's why I just forgot about that. So tomorrow morning when you guys come in the room, you will see this still on. Hopefully we get a gap down in the morning and I can take this off. But if not, it is what it is. All right. So now let's go to my under PDT account. So today I was looking at ROKU, and when we were doing the watch list this morning, I looked at it and I was like, wow, this is nice. This is what I saw this morning. And I was like, if we open up here, we can start to close this gap. And ROKU is one of those stocks that can run. So we could get 125, 130 out of this today and then maybe complete it tomorrow. Because this is like at 143. I think the bottom of this is around 140. But there was just tremendous potential here. So that's what I was looking at today. This is the trade on the daily chart. See, we did close up most of this gap, at least half of this gap. But I didn't trade it the way I wanted to. But I do have, why does this say ROKU R? Oh, there we go. I traded this pretty good at the open. Again, aggressive entry, waited for it to open. It opened above the previous day's close, which I wanted to see. And I really should have taken this in the swing account too. But I didn't. I was still holding pat for swings. But I got in right at the open. And first target was 120. I did not think we would get that as fast, but we did. If I'd have known, I'd have put it at 125. Let me see. This is, you can't really see this. But I would have put this at 125 and we would have been living large, I'm telling you. But I did get it at 120. Held on to it. Thought we were going to get to 130. That was my next target. And this is when everything fell. This is when Putin, I think, dropped his bombshell. Or either he put out a statement or whatever happened. It just kind of brought the market down. And we didn't get there. Or maybe that's what happened here. I can't even remember now. But there's been so much happening. But whatever the case is, this is where we ran out of steam. We came back. And I said, look, I don't want to sit here and watch this come all the way back. I went ahead and used another one of my day trades to take the rest of this off, lock in all of this profit, and I reset for tomorrow. Now, by trading on the PDT, you get 3 day trades within a 5-day period. So I have several traders that, they're not going to CMEG, they're not going offshore, they're here, they're going to trade on the PDT. And so I work with them in establishing a process and a strategy to grow your account on the PDT. This is one of the strategies that we look for. We look for a stock that has a huge move potential. Doesn't happen all the time. Huge move potential. When we see it, we can burn a day trade or two and be happy with it. Because if this thing had gone to 130 and I used 2 day trades, I would have locked in about over $3,000. There's nothing wrong with burning your day trades for the week for $3,000 and come back the next week. You still have swing trades. I still have that overnight strategy that I that we use. So nothing wrong with this at all. I was fortunate. I got my third day trade back Friday, so I was able to come in, and I still have one left, and we can still day trade. I mean, we can swing trade. We can get in at the close, hold overnight, and lock in that profit the next day. So this turned out to be a really good trade. We're locked in here, looking for tomorrow. So, everything's go. So since the market is closed, I can go ahead and let you see what we've got. So in the day trading account, this is where we ended up today. Mind you, I do have an open position on TDOC, which is down about $300 after the close. So gonna be dealing with that in the morning. So that took some of that profit off that we got on the first target. But we're at 804.42 for a day. For me to trade the way I did today, 842. I'll take it. All right. And so the under PDT account with the ROKU trade, this is where we're at on it. Got to pay commissions on this because we're in IB, and so we had pretty good day. Pretty good day. 21.58.73. Really, it could have been over $3,000. But I just locked this in because I needed to. We had a bad week last week with Dash. I gave back some of the good gains we had made. So this had to go. We had to lock this in and then reset and look to take that next leg. So all in all, pretty damn good day considering how crazy it was with trading. So that wraps it up. You guys have a great night. Those of you that'll be in the jungle in the morning, I will see you then.